Okay, so in this video, I'm going to start on this model, and I think over the video series, I want to get this thing fully skinned and kind of show my skinning workflow. This model is from CG Trader. It's this one right here. If you wanted to follow along and download it yourself. And so I got it in, and I just quickly got the textures applied, and that's all I've done so far. There's an issue here with the hair kind of Z-fighting with itself. So you can go into the shape node, and down under render stats, we can turn off double-sided, and that will fix that. And then we're going to select the mesh here and just do edit, delete by type, history, and that will get rid of the skinning. And now we're going to unlock the mesh and go ahead and freeze transformations. And then we're going to delete that skeleton. And we're going to start over from scratch. This model, when I brought it in, it is going to be tricky. It's all one mesh, which I don't like dealing with, especially when it has this many layers. So I probably won't record this whole process, but I'll record what I'm going to do. Which is break this off into many mesh pieces. Something that might be useful here is to go to the UV editor, open that up, and let's just keep this over to the side a little bit, because sometimes it's easier to just select elements in here and rather than trying to. One of the things you'll notice is if I try to just select an element, things are not welded. They are unwelded at the UV borders, which is going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. It looks like this came directly out of some kind of engine. Like, this is clearly not the source file that the artist made. You know what? Let's actually just try to weld this all together first, and we'll just do a very small amount. So we'll go to, where am I looking? Merge. And let's do edit, reset, and try that. That is definitely better. So let's go ahead and get the shoulder pad sorted. Okay, so now that those are selected, I'm going to do Control-Shift-I. I'm going to go into wireframe real quick just to make sure, and then I'm going to hit delete. So now I have my shoulder pads. And with that done, let's actually delete these and go here. Because what we want to do here is actually, we'll merge this, edit mesh, merge, and then we'll duplicate this one a few times because I don't want to have to do that every single time. So now on this one, we can, you can do a couple things. We could select the shoulder pad elements again, like so, and delete them. Okay, that looks pretty good. And trying to see if there's layered elements on here. So you can see this breastplate is kind of a layered element on top, and doesn't look like there's geometry underneath it. So I'm just going to keep that the way it is. And that goes all the way up there. I'll grab the body here. And actually, first what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get all the kind of on top elements moved off of this mesh. Okay, so now we have the mesh all segmented out into pieces that will be much easier to skin weight and mirror skin weights across. You can see here that this is symmetrical, so we'll be able to mirror that. We'll be able to mirror that. This, and then everything else is layered on top, and we could just copy weights and clean up from there. So this should be much easier to deal with. Lastly, I'm just going to group this up into a group called meshes, and I'm going to save the file, and that's it.